So we leave in a week, and I'll be honest with you, I thought we'd be a lot more organised than this. Like, I kind of thought I'd be one of those people who has, colour-coded pack-in lists and some sort of capsular wardrobe all ready to go in packing cubes. But the reality is, I have a pile of stuff I'm taking, a pile of stuff I'm definitely not taking, and then a third pile that keeps moving between the two, and I have no idea what I'm doing yet. Jai has already packed his bag. It took him about 4 minutes to do, and he's ready to go. And I've been staring at all of our stuff for about 3 days now, not really knowing where to start. So this is the last week before we leave the UK. Let me show you what it actually looks like. Right, so first the practical stuff that no one ever really talks about. It's getting rid of everything. And not really knowing what you're going to do with stuff. So it's having multiple piles of things, multiple piles of clothes, of belongings, of toys. Toys is a big one as well, things that Jai hasn't seen or played with for 6 months, and suddenly it's the only thing he wants in the world, and he has to have it, and he has to take it with him, and it's like we haven't played with it for months. I had a shopping list of things I needed to buy as well. So the things the thing I'm going to need when I'm in Asia. And I kind of have to keep reminding myself that I can buy everything in Asia. We're not going to the moon. We're actually just going to Borneo and Thailand and places like that. So I can buy everything I need there. But somehow I had this huge shopping list. So I had to go shopping, and I had to buy things like sun cream and mozzie spray and a new pair of shorts and some clothes for Jai, which I probably didn't really need to do. But I did it anyway. And it's quite a nice thing to do though, isn't it? Shopping for your holiday. So that was fun. Then I have a pile of things that I am throwing away. But there's a bigger pile of things that's going to go to a charity shop, and it's kind of hard to make the decision sometimes about what's going to be charity, what's going to be coming with this, and what I actually want to keep as well, because we're lucky enough to be staying at my mum's at the moment, and she will look after some things for us, but not too much. We can't leave everything here. So I've bagged up a load of toys, a load of clothes, a load of other things that we just don't really need. And they've all been taken to the charity shop where hopefully, someone can get better use out of it than we will. And it's going to go to a good home rather than just sitting in storage or being dragged around in our bags for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And then, of course, there's the admin stuff, because I tell you what, it's always the way, isn't it? Suddenly all the subscriptions are due at the same time just before you leave. But it gave me a really good opportunity to go through them and figure out what I need to keep and what I'm actually going to cancel. So I've cancelled a load of subscriptions, but then there's all the other things, like I had to make Jai a final dentist checkup appointment, had to think about HMRC, get all my bank cards up to date, make sure they were all okay, not going to expire. And I always say you need an extra day just to sort out admin and things you have forgotten that you didn't even realise you needed to do, because everything just suddenly happens at once and you realise you're not organised at all. And then there's the emotional stuff too. I mean, we've had to say goodbye to so many friends. So it's kind of like, it's got to the point now where it's constantly saying goodbye to people, whether that's family members, friends, Jai's friends. There's always, you go to see somebody and then that's it. You're saying goodbye. And that's really hard. It's never easy. And honestly, here's the thing is, even though I've done this so many times before, I really do not have it all together. I've got piles of things everywhere. There's stuff in the other room, there's stuff downstairs, and I've got about 5 different to-do lists I'm going through in my head, but we are getting there slowly and it will come together. And the thing is, I need to keep reminding myself that, we are just going to Asia, we're not going to the moon. And I can buy all the things I need there. And if I've forgotten things, it doesn't really matter. And, I'm probably going to pack way more than I actually need, because I normally do that. But it's okay. We will get there. We will get there. It's just a case of one step at a time. I just need to start. And actually It's harder to start. Once I get going, I find this isn't too bad, but getting started is really, really difficult. Like knowing where to start. I mean, it's a bit overwhelming at the moment. This isn't even a quarter of it. I've got so much stuff I need to go through, and I need to get Jai organised too. And he takes 2 minutes to do everything, but it takes him 2 hours to actually start. So I need to get him in gear a bit as well. Okay, so let me show you a little bit about my packing logic. All right, so we've got 2 main bags, one for me, one for Jai, quite big ones. And then we have our 2 hand luggage bags, which are quite a good size as well. I have my medication sort of kit. I mean, there's kind of basic stuff in there really. Obviously I was a nurse for a long time, so I probably overpack medications. But things like Calpol for Jai, indigestion stuff. I've got Dial-A-Right for just in case we get diarrhea and get sick. Obviously paracetamol. Yeah, a few other bits, but it's kind of, it's nothing too much in there. It looks massive. It's kind of, yeah, so the essential medications I always take and prescriptions for me. I've got my little bag of plugs and wires and things. Obviously I've got a few adapters in there. I've got these, this is great. This is like a multi-country one, which I really love. And it has USB as well. So that's really good. But yeah, that's my bag of wires that I try and avoid going in where possible because it's crazy. We take a pair of trainers each, a pair of sandals each, and then we have a pair of flip-flops each. That's it. Like I don't take loads of shoes. There's no point. I used to carry more and I ended up just not wearing them. They take up so much space. So 3 pairs of shoes each. I do have the equivalent of a crazy person drawer. You know how everyone every house I've lived in, I've had a drawer where I just throw everything in. And it's just one of those drawers where you know you're going to find stuff in there, but it's going to take you half an hour of rummaging to find it. Well, I have the equivalent in my bag. This is that bag. So it's like a little packing cube, but I've used it now. I use it now as one of those drawers where you just throw everything in. So it's literally just got everything. And normally if I can't find something in my bag, it will be in there. So that's my slightly insane, crazy drawer. In terms of hand luggage, I actually like to bring a few bits. I have my handbag and I have my bigger bags. I've got my laptop in here, all of those kind of things. But I have a few things I really like to take on long haul flights, which I find really helpful. So we've got these blow up, like inflatable pillows, neck pillows. And they've got an eye mask, and they're really good because they don't take up much room when you're walking through airports. So we've got 2 of those. And for Jai, I've got like little surprises. So we've got some books, little surprise bag, Minecraft stuff, and I'll give those to him throughout the flight. So he's got things to do that will be fun, that I can give to him sort of at periods throughout the flight. So not everything at once. And then it's something new for him to do, a distraction after a couple of hours. It's something fun rather than just sitting staring at a screen or eating. And of course, toothbrushes, because we're flying, I think it's 9 p.m. we leave and we arrive the next day at 5 p.m. local time. So we might want to brush our teeth on the way. So if you're watching this and you're still in the stage of dreaming or planning or just thinking about how this could even work for you and your family, this is what I want you to know. It doesn't have to be perfectly sorted, perfectly organised. You know, even in the day before you leave, there'll still be admin you haven't got sorted. There'll still be things that you haven't decided if you're taking or not. And, you know, your kids will still be asking questions on repeat about how we get to the airport and how many snacks we're going to take. But you just do it and you just go anyway. And that's why I created the exit plan. It's your step-by-step guide to actually getting all this stuff sorted and leaving the UK. It has all the practical stuff, the visas, the finances, the packing list, where you're going to go, and it's linked in the description. Yeah, and let me know in the comments, where are you at with your planning? Are you in the same situation as me? Are you about to leave? Are you still thinking about it? Is it still a bit of a pipe dream? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in Borneo.